Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you've watched my videos, you know that I have a genetic condition called MTHFR, and I have had several miscarriages due to this. I've had 6 miscarriages actually, and I have been able to have one daughter, and I'm currently pregnant. Just a little background. If you need more information, you can go back and watch my other videos or join my Facebook page. It is MTHFR Awareness Campaign. But what it is basically is I can't take folic acid, which is what normally is prescribed for pregnancy to help the baby's brain develop and prevent any kind of neural tube defects such as autism. But when you have the MTHFR gene mutation, it can cause you to not be able to absorb the folic acid, so you need the more pure form, which is called methylfolate. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, so I can't explain all the science behind it, but I can tell you that I've been given a supplement, a prenatal vitamin, that contains methylfolate rather than folic acid. So with the help of that, blood thinner, because MTHFR and other conditions can cause blood clots on the placenta. I don't get blood clots when I'm not pregnant. Only when I'm pregnant I get that on my placenta, and that can cause the placenta to detach and cause a miscarriage. So I take blood thinner shots every day, a baby aspirin, which also helps with the blood thinner, as a blood thinner, and I take progesterone, and I take the prenatal vitamin with folate rather than folic acid. And excuse the shakiness, I don't have my stand for my phone. But basically the reason I'm making this video is just to tell you that your doctor's not always right. And I don't mean this to disrespect any doctor whatsoever, but I need to share my experience so that if you're having the same issue, if you've had a miscarriage and you don't have an answer, either bring this up to your doctor and ask them to give you the blood thinner shot, which is the one I take is called Lovenox. I don't know if there are others, but the people that I've met with the same condition, they take Lovenox and it's worked well. I've talked to thousands of people on Facebook who have had successful pregnancies multiple times by taking Lovenox. So ask about that. If your doctor rolls their eyes at you or tells you there's not enough evidence to support that, they won't prescribe it, find a new doctor, because that could be the one thing that saves your baby's life. So don't take no for an answer. The way my doctor explained it is that it's not going to hurt me, so why not? You know, it's better to try it, take it, rather than have a 50-50 chance of losing your baby. Because MTHFR not only causes early miscarriages, it can cause second trimester miscarriage, or it can cause a stillborn baby after 35 weeks. You know, it could be almost time to deliver your baby, and it can be born sleeping. So it's better to just take it and feel more comfortable and more confident that you're going to be able to have a successful pregnancy. So what happened to me today and a few weeks ago as well, I found a doctor, the first doctor that helped me have my little girl. Her name was Cynthia Jones, and she did work at the Brookwood Baptist Hospital in Birmingham, Alabama, but she's no longer working there, and I've not been able to find her. So I found another doctor at the same hospital, and the practice is called OBGYN South, and that is in Homewood, Alabama, Birmingham. And Dr. Batson has been excellent. She is so sweet. She listens. She doesn't roll her eyes at you when you tell her about MTHFR. I told her some information that I had heard, and she investigated it to make sure that that was correct. And she really wants to learn about this more, because it's something that for some reason they don't learn about it in school, or if they do, the teachers are telling them, that these new doctors, that it's not an issue, that there's not enough proof that this is causing miscarriages. Well, I'm proof. My daughter's proof. My baby that I'm carrying right now is proof, because I've had miscarriages. I've had 6 miscarriages, and they've all been before 5 weeks. I'm currently 13 weeks, and I know, knock on wood, nothing happens. Something could always happen. But so far, I've made it farther than any other pregnancy besides my daughter by taking these medications. And I took these medications with my daughter as well. So that's proof. There are Facebook pages with thousands and thousands of people who have taken the same medications, and that's proof. So I went to Brookwood today, and Dr. Batson was not able to see me. So I had to see a different doctor. And another thing that they do is they make you see at least one time each doctor who works in that practice, so that you'll be familiar with them in case on delivery day that your particular doctor is not available. Well, I hope that Dr. Batson is available when I have my baby, because I've seen Dr. Taylor, and she's a nice lady, she's funny, but as soon as I said MTHFR, she rolled her eyes. She's like, oh, well, let's just don't worry about it and talk about something else. She changed the subject, and I was pissed, because this is something important to me, and whether or not she thinks it's relevant, you got to learn how to hide your facial expressions. This is sensitive to me. I cry every single time I talk about it, because some people just see it as losing a pregnancy. Those are babies. As soon as I know I'm pregnant, that's a baby to me. Your opinion may be different, but that's my child. So, you know, one of my pregnancies was twins. So in my mind, I've lost 7 children. 7 of my children have passed away due to ignorance of doctors and my own ignorance. So now I know, and I'm helping share this with other people so that you don't have to go through that. You don't have to sit there and see, you know, your baby dead. So the reason why I'm sharing this is not to bash any doctors. Definitely don't have any hard feelings towards them. I just hope that they will educate themselves, because it is important, and it can only do good to take the medicine. It's not going to hurt anybody unless they have an allergy to that medication. So another doctor that I saw from Brookwood today was Dr. Aldred, and I got the same reaction. He told me that if I were to be his patient, he would have not prescribed Lovenox to me. So because there's not enough research to prove it, he said these old folk doctors think that it has to do with miscarriage, but there's not enough proof. Like I said, there might not be enough research papers on it, but there's proof. If they would just get on Facebook and look at all of the stories that I have read from people, not from scientists, from people who have lived it, that's proof. So no one's going to tell me that there's not enough proof, not enough research. There is. They can research me. I'll be glad to tell anybody my story. You can research my whole pregnancy. You can take notes and do whatever you have to do, as long as it doesn't hurt me or my baby. If you're a doctor and you're listening to this, get on Facebook. Get with people who actually have experienced it, rather than just a scientist who looks at numbers, and that's not enough. People are your proof, and there are plenty of people out there. So my review of Brookwood Hospital right now, I love Dr. Batson, but the other 2 doctors that I've met at OBGYN South, if you've had miscarriage or any kind of stillbirth complications, I wouldn't go to those 2 doctors. I would pick Dr. Batson. I have not met the other doctors who work there, so I don't have a review for them yet, but eventually I have to meet them. According to the office, I have to meet each doctor at least once. So I'm going to bring it up, and I'm going to find out what their reaction is. And I'll refuse to see them again unless it's an emergency, if they don't want to take this seriously, because this is my life, this is my baby's life, and I want all of you who have gone through this to have that same mentality. Don't take no for an answer. Don't go through your pregnancy without Lovenox. If you know for a fact you have MTHFR, if you have had multiple miscarriages, do the test. If they don't want to do the test in the office, you can do an ancestry DNA test. That's what I did. My doctor that helped me have my daughter, she did tell me that I had a blood clotting disorder, but she didn't explain it very much. Once I did the ancestry DNA test, and it showed specifically I have 2 copies of MTHFR, the C version, C677T. There are 2 different variants, but I have the C variant, and I only can process maybe 25% of the folic acid that is in my food or in prenatal vitamins, so it's better to take, like I said, the pure version, which is called methylfolate. If you have any questions, definitely join our Facebook page or reach out to me here. I want to help anybody I can. I'm not selling anything. I don't make any money from this. I did put a GoFundMe page on the Facebook, because what I want to do is be able to provide these ancestry DNA tests to people who cannot afford them. It's about $100 to take the test and find out if you have MTHFR. And then the prenatals that I take are called Bump DHA, and they were actually created by some of the doctors at Brookwood Hospital, and I think it's called Centurion Labs. I can put that link in the description of this video. That's the prenatal vitamin I took before I got pregnant. I started taking those vitamins, and I started taking a baby aspirin. And the moment I knew I was pregnant, I called my doctor, and I begged to be seen before 8 weeks. Usually they make you wait 6 to 8 weeks before you could have your first prenatal visit. But in my case, I always lost my babies at about 5 weeks. I cried, I begged, and they let me come in at 4 weeks. They were not able to see the baby on the ultrasound, but what they did was check my HCG levels. And then I came back every 2 days to make sure the levels were going up. And that's how you know that your pregnancy is headed in the right direction. So, again, do not take no for an answer. If you don't know why you've had miscarriages, or if you know that you have MTHFR, if your doctor does not want to take it seriously, find a new doctor. On the Facebook page that I've created, we have started a list of doctors in different states who are informed about MTHFR, who believe in MTHFR and the treatment for it. So check out our Facebook page. If you have a doctor who has a lot of experience with this and who doesn't roll their eyes at you when you mention it, please get on there and share it, because just one share can save a baby's life and save a family from heartbreak of miscarriage or stillborn babies. So hopefully no one takes offense to this. Again, I don't hate Brookwood doctors. I don't have anything against the 2 doctors that I mentioned. I just wouldn't recommend them if you're going through the same problems that I'm having with MTHFR. It's better to go with a doctor like Dr. Batson, who makes you feel like, yes, it's important. Yes, I will help you. Yes, I will give you the medications you're asking me for, as long as it's not going to hurt you or the baby. So find you a doctor who believes you and is not going to tell you that a research paper says that you're a liar. So just leave any comments below if you have had any experience with this. If you have any questions, definitely reach out. I'd love to help you. I want to help as many people as I can. I will add all the information in the description box of the Facebook page, the prenatal vitamins, and also the doctor information. And I forgot where I was going with that. But anyways, thank you for watching.